Yo, what's going on, guys? Cruisc here. And right before I get into this video, I just want to say that this video is heavily inspired by It's Johnny's daily profiles video. Definitely go make sure to check that out. I'll leave the link in the description below. Anyways, let's get right into daily profiles and what they are and why they're important. So first things first is why are daily profiles important in trading? Three main reasons. Daily profiles are a way of finding daily bias / the market direction for the day. Right. Next, it'll help with knowing when to target Asian and London session highs or lows, and also it helps grow confidence and overall direction going into a morning session. Right? I use Asian and London session highs as potential targets. So this left example, we go towards Asian and London lows. In this example, you can see this is where you could potentially take a trade, see how it goes straight to Asian session lows. Then you can also look at this one. This is like a classic buy day. So this is kind of what it would look like, and you can see we didn't come back and sweep this, right? So there's going to be 4 main daily profiles that you guys are going to want to learn. Make sure you guys write this down. Make sure you guys journal it. Starting with our first one is going to be a classic buy or sell day. If you guys have heard people say, oh, it's classic buy day, classic sell day. What that is a London reversal into a New York expansion / continuation. Next, we're going to have a London Judas to a New York reversal. This may be a double reversal type of like look to it. So London close, we'll have a reversal, and then going to New York open, we may reverse or continue depending on if we've hit a high time frame PD array or not, and we'll end up going back and taking out that London and Asian high / low. Next, we have Asian and London consolidation going into New York manipulation / expansion. So this is going to be your classic power of 3 AMD, basically just a high time frame power of 3. Our last daily profile is going to be London swing to Z day. Usually these type of days, the London swing to Z day are going to be like if we have big news on Thursday and then going into Friday we've already had weekly objective, then we'll usually have a London Judas swing that kind of looks like we're about to go big that day or move a lot, and then we kind of just consolidate for the rest of the day. Okay, so first daily profile that we're going to be going over the basic outline of is a classic buy day, sell day, right? So these are the big expansion moves where you're going 400 or 500 points, sometimes even 1,000 in a day. Let's go over what it is. And the manipulation move is going to take place inside of a 1 hour or higher PD array or a key level. So 1 hour or higher time frame PD array or key level, look for a change in state of delivery or a CISD. Let's say this is the fair value gap. We tap into the fair value gap, we get a big move up, and then we get a break of structure right here back into the range. Now, you do need to pay attention to what market's actually doing in the news, because news are going to also affect your daily profiles, right? So that's how we're going to be able to find the Z day. But do pay attention to the news every day. And if you guys don't know how to get there, you guys can go into this website called Forex Fact and click this green bar up here and then uncheck the yellow tabs. Have all these checked, and then whatever pairs you check. So for example, I only trade NASDAQ and S&P, so I'll have USD checked, and then I'll click this week, apply filter. This is all the news for this week, and this is kind of, we got red folder, we got yellow folder, and then also last week we did have a bank holiday, which will also show up. So if you get rid of the white folders, you're not going to be able to see bank holidays, and you could be trading on a day or trying to trade on a day that markets aren't open. So definitely be wary of that. Now we're going to get into 2 to 5 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, aka London session. One of the big things that you want to look for are, so there's going to be a smart money reversal, right? Or if you guys know what SMT is, a lot of the times you'll get your SMT down here. And also higher time frame SMTs are usually going to hold a lot more than smaller time frames. That'll also be the high or low of the day. If this is the true low or high of the day, we should never come back to this. Now we're going to go into New York AM session. Typically this is where the expansion moves going to take place. One thing that you can wait for is a potential SMT to dip down on the 2 to 5 low of day or high of the day. So now we're going to be looking at New York PM session. So there's either 2 things that could happen right here. So we'll have consolidation, right? So we'll have consolidation on equilibrium of the current daily range or below the daily objective or drawn liquidity. If we consolidate below the daily objective, then we'll just get consolidation, classic power of 3 where we accumulate. Then we'll get a manipulation move to the downside, which is typically where your SMT comes, and then we'll get a distribution to that drawn liquidity, and then we'll kind of consolidate for the rest of the day. This is what it'll look like in price. So what you'll see is Asian session, we're consolidating. London session, you get this like manipulation move down here to wick out these lows, and then we're also inside of a 1 hour for VAG gap that we're wicking, constantly using as support. A few hours later, we do get a giant move up to take out that drawn liquidity, and then for the rest of the day we pretty much consolidated. Next, we're going to get into our London Judas to New York reversal. It's going to be the basic outline. Like I said, whenever I was going over the 4 daily profiles, this is going to be like your double reversal kind of type of day. So we're going to have London session, we're going to go up, have a reversal. Typically we're not going to tap into any fair value gaps or order blocks. It'll just be like a just random reversal. We'll get a reversal going into New York AM. We'll take out the high time frame PD array or that liquidity sweep, that fair value gap, whatever it may be. We'll tap into that, and then we'll start to push higher. This is New York PM. This is going to be power of 3. We're going to get accumulation. Then we'll get a manipulation move and the distribution. It won't always look clean like this, but this is a basic outline. Now we're going to be getting into what to look for. So kind of the same thing as we did before with the buy or sell day, but the difference is when you're looking for a reversal, London session isn't going to reverse, right? And also if you're trading AM, you'll be able to target these London highs or Asian highs. Let's say the Asian's up here. You can get Asian and London, and then you can target both highs as draws on liquidity. You should look for the 1 hour or higher PD array key level. Look for a change in state of delivery when it taps into the high time frame PD array. I like to look for a 15-minute or 1 hour change in state of delivery or inverse fair value gap, just depending on what you guys trade. This will kind of come with experience and back testing and seeing what works for you or what do you see more. Now the 2 to 5, which is going to be your London session, this is going to be the London Judas, right? So we're gonna create a fake high of the day or low of the day, and the London Judas will leave a high of the day or low of the day that didn't tap into any PD array or key level. So basically what this means is our London Judas swing is just going to be tapping into like nothing. So it'll be like a bunch of consolidation. There's no fair value gaps, so like not really much. It's just a bunch of random price action, and then we'll just have a random reversal. We'll go down, New York opens, we'll tap into we'll take like a 4 hour low or something, and then we'll push back up, break a structure, continue higher, PM will continue higher or consolidate, manipulate, and then take out that final draw on liquidity. So that's basically the London session. And the New York AM session, this is typically where the reversal is going to take place or a sweep. What I would look for is a SMT, especially higher time frames like our 15, 30 minute, 1 hour. But usually it's going to be like a 1 hour or 4 hour low. We'll sweep that, and then we'll have a strong wick on that like 1 hour, 15 minute, 30 minute time frame, and then that'll confirm that we're going to go higher usually. And then going to PM session, sometimes we'll consolidate from 12 to 3, then during the power hour 3 to 4, which is the last hour of market open. Price will quickly take out the daily objective. So that's basically this right here, what I explained earlier: consolidation, manipulation, distribution, and then we'll take out that draw on liquidity. Now we can look at it in price. Asian session is going to kind of come up here. Then at the beginning of London, we continue lower at this reversal. So you see that we really didn't tap into anything, right? So you can say that we tapped into this fair value gap, but we really didn't, because this fair value gap had already been filled by this, and we also didn't sweep this high. So it's kind of just reversed, right? Just a smart money reversal. But yeah, we come down here, going to New York AM. You can see we took out buy side, and then we wicked sell side, and then this is a strong wick, indicating that we are going to go higher. And actually in this example, this is a perfect example of when to target London session highs. So we wick AM session, we wicked lower, we go higher. As soon as we get this inverse, or we get like a 5 or 15 minute change in state of delivery, I'm looking for a 1 minute fair value gap inside of this with an SMT or internal sweep, and then I target London session highs. You can target these relative equal highs right here as price targets, or you can just target up here. But you can see that we did take it out. We didn't take it out in PM, but looking further down the timeline, we actually did end up taking that out within that next day. Our third daily profile is going to be Asian/London consolidation into a New York manipulation or expansion. So this is going to be like your classic power of 3. Usually it's going to be high impact news that's going to cause this, like FOMC or unemployment claims or like something like that. Usually you'll get these type of days. So you'll see consolidation right here, and then we get this manipulation move, which is going to take out a higher time frame, a sweep, and then in PM we'll continue higher. Usually these are going to be like your big expansion days, like 400, 500, sometimes even 1,000 points. You'll see. Now what are we going to look for? Same thing as all the other ones: 1 hour or higher time frame PD array. Sometimes you can use a 30 minute or 15 minute, but it definitely is better to use a 1 hour, because that'll show what the higher time frames are looking like. Typically happen right after a high impact news event. Typically see London and Asian session consolidating, and then that's a clear indication that now you're just looking for that manipulation move. London session, tight range consolidation. New York AM session, New York manipulation into 1 hour higher time frame PD array. Can be liquidity sweep as well, and look for a strong reaction off that key level. So this is going to be, this little V shape right here is going to be a strong wick. So it should wick into this level and then have strong displacement out of that. And then PM session, usually just a continuation move. You know, if it's already been hit, if the objective's already been hit, so let's say that we take this out and then we enter 12 o'clock, we'll pretty much just consolidate for the rest of the day. If it hasn't been taken out, then we'll consolidate, but it's like consolidating towards a drawn liquidity. Now this is what it's going to look like. It's very precise. This example is a little wonky, but this is like kind of what you're going to expect. So you'll see there's relative equal highs up here, and then we get super tight consolidation for the Asian and London session. And then going into New York open, you can see we kind of messing around. Usually we'll have like a 10 o'clock news or something, and it'll be like a giant wick in the opposite direction, which is going to be your manipulation move. So like if you look at the 1 hour on this, the 1 hour should have the strong wick down here into this 4 hour, respecting it, and then we continue higher. And you can kind of see we do consolidate right here, leaving the AM session, and then going to the PM session, we take it, and then we start to consolidate again because we've already taken the strong liquidity. This is the Asian and London consolidation to New York manipulation expansion. All right, our last profile is going to be your London swing to Z day. So what this will look like is real choppy, not really having an objective or anything, but you'll see going to London session, we'll kind of have like a little reversal, and then going to AM session, we really don't do much, and then going to PM session, just continue the chop until we close. Usually these days will end up on like a Friday, especially if the daily or weekly objectives already been hit. Not much opportunity in this. Also, if you have like no news Monday and Tuesdays, this will happen after news days or after a large expansion day that has met the daily or weekly objective. Best to take profits in AM session if you do end up taking a trade, but don't want to trade these days. And then London session, we'll have a reversal, true high or low of the day. So this will look like right here. We shouldn't come back down to this, but you never know. These are choppy days. New York AM session, we will form a high of the day or low of the day, failing to meet the drawn liquidity. We have this daily objective up here, or like a high time frame drawn liquidity. We'll get close to it and then kind of never really hit it, and we'll just consolidate for the rest of the day. And then going to the PM session, just more consolidation. Daily close will close in the middle or near the daily open. So let's say that the daily opens like this peak. We're gonna have like a close in the middle. It'd be like a neutral candle where we really don't do much that day. This is what it's gonna look like. So you can see Asian session kind of messes around. London, we get that like Judas swing, big move down. Didn't really tap into anything. Maybe took like some lower time frame lows. These are the days that you definitely want to stay out of trading. They're not very good. When you're going into the session, just be wary and pay attention to the news for the week, and that'll usually tell you if it's a good day to trade or not. Alright guys, that's gonna be it for today's video. Hope you guys learned daily profiles and hope you guys can use them in your trading. This video was inspired by It's Johnny, like I said earlier in the video, so definitely go check it out. I'm gonna leave the link in the description below. If you guys did enjoy the video, make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. Go check out my other social medias as well. This is going to be my TikTok. Follow me, message me on here. I also have an Instagram you guys can go check out, as well as subscribe to the YouTube channel. We're at over 1,000 subscribers, trying to get to 2K or 1.5K. Check out my other videos. Let me know what you guys think, and yeah, hope you guys have a good one. Peace.